Hi, hello. Well, welcome to my YouTube channel. Ironic, right? Welcome to my YouTube channel, and obviously I'm sorry for stealing this bad light, but you know what? I guess it's me. Hi, it's your girl B. I am Bikokobeto, and I'm here to tell you about money. Yes, we're here to talk about money. My YouTube channel is all about money, financial freedom, opportunities, student opportunities, like making it, like rocking it, and mostly, and what I'm most passionate about, entrepreneurship. So yes, welcome to my YouTube channel. Woo!
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is... Hello and welcome to my corner where we enlighten each other, we learn new things and we share ideas. My name is Kumuzo, obviously. At this point, if you don't know, bye. So I have my friend here. Fabulous.
Hi everybody, my name is Gladwin, but I do go by the name of Ginx, Ginx to Your Majesty. I am a filmmaker, I am a model, and I'm also an activist for the gods.
Okay, so the reason I brought Gladwin in is because we speak about a lot of issues and a lot of things which we encounter as queer individuals. And one that I came upon realization of is the culture. I call it culture because it has brought itself up to be a norm of how older men prey on queer young boys. And I was just like, this needs to be spoken about. So what is your take on like the whole dynamic and the whole nuances of like the culture of older men dating young boys?
I feel like we need to take into consideration, or we need to take into account, the power dynamic at play. Most of the time you'd be like, who is the power here? But okay, the physical power and all other sorts of immediate power lie with the older men.
Yeah.
They have the money, and which is something that sometimes that is what we want from the older men. But like, they have the money, they have the say. They like, patriarchy just reinforces itself in like the queer community,
and like they establish themselves as a figure of authority.
Yep, definitely.
So you said something about money actually. So my thing is how they lure young boys into an actual relationship. So an example of like being a student in varsity.
Yep.
I mean, you need a lot of things.
Yeah.
You need to
Our lifestyles are
good.
very hectic.
So they'll approach you with the idea of, yeah, I'll buy you everything and anything. But unconsciously so, you are getting into a contract of, okay, Shapo, I give you the buzzy and you give me what I need.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, I feel like it takes away from your agency and your innocence. I mean, like, imagine a man 40 years old. It's like, imagine a man 40 years old. It's like having sex with my own father. Like,
which is kind of like, daddy.
What the fuck is this?
You know,
like,
that's the daddy thing.
I mean, yeah, daddy issues. Speak about daddy issues. I mean, like, why, let's say for example, as a young queer person, for example, I'm from Northern, and there was this other person who used to sleep with like young gay guys in my kasi. But then my question was, what keeps these young people coming to this guy? Because we had a circle, we knew each other. Queer people in my place knew each other, and they could speak about certain things. No, Mang does this, Mang does this, I've been to his place. But my thing was, why does he keep on like getting this platform to do what he wants to do with the young queer guys? And I was like, daddy issues.
I can speak personally on daddy issues, but we won't go into it. There's like another day. There is this, for me, I feel like there's this void that I constantly try to fill. Is I can't date 21. It's like, what's happening? Not for like money purposes or anything, but like there's something that I want in a situationship, in a relationship, in a bond or whatever. And I feel like he needs to be older than me. He needs to kind of be my opposite. I don't know. Which is problematic, but like.
But then remember, you are trying to
But
fill a void. Let's say, for example, most of the time I find that they take advantage of the fact that you might not have like a father figure, and them stepping into whatever they have with you is to you substantiation for the fact that you didn't have a father. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And like, it kind of reminds me of the thing of if you can't consume, you destroy.
Oof.
So like, it's a two-way thing now if you bring the consuming and destroying part into it. I haven't internalized a father figure, so I want to internalize you, but you are not mine. You are a man who's married with children, so it's a thing of I want to destroy you at the same time. And for him too, he can't have me, but you become this doll, this object, yeah, that he can carry around and like own.
Yeah.
If I could say,
sort of an accessory.
Yep.
Well, it's very fucky and it's very sad. The fact that it has brought itself up to a culture, because I mean, my first encounter with queer life, especially besides there in Joburg, I went on Grindr. And when you go on Grindr, you find people's fathers. Or in the streets, you'll find people's fathers approaching you. And you're just like, what the fuck is this?
And
But like, how do you navigate your way around that?
come to think of it, a lot of the people who we encounter and who encounter us are like older. I can literally count kids or people my age that I've like been in a relationship with or been in a situationship with bangani compared to Abubakar, the fathers of the nation, who.
But then at the end of the day, I feel like they are okay. So somebody was like, no, obvious, you should understand the dynamics of what's actually going on. So normally they approach flamboyant queer guys, and then at the end of the day, they might be in a marriage, and they might be in realization of who they think they are at that point, and they want to explore. But then the only platform to explore, which is said to be safe, is with the young queer men. And then at the end of the day, he spoke about something before we sat down. He spoke about something, the fact that they paint you to be the bad guy, but like, you have the power because you can expose these people.
Literally.
And I'm like,
and if you expose them, you shatter their identity, you shatter their way of being, because now they've been loving this way, even if it's not fake, but it's a way, and there's a part of their identity they don't want to be, you know, all the attachments to us, so they don't want those like connotations to them or to their wives and families or whatever. But anyway,
a lot of people have been through a lot. I mean, like with older men, and I remember I was at Newtown Mall chilling, and this guy comes to me. I'm thinking he's looking for directions, right? He's like, where can I catch an Uber? So I show him the direction where the Uber's wait. And then, Shabu, it's there on my phone. I was like, can I please have your numbers? I was so annoyed. Like, I was literally very annoyed. But then, I guess it's a give and take.
I feel like this guy that you are talking about, he found you in a public setting, but on the down low. He is going to, well, like when you'll meet or when whatever it is that you'll do, obviously will be in a private place, but it will be more private. Like you should come in so and you shouldn't do thus and that at this time and wear thus. Don't try not to be too gay. Try to like tone it down. But honey, you found me shine now you want me to unshine. How?
Like, how do you do that?
How? Okay, like also the relationship thing, how the relationship is gonna work, how it's gonna move, how it's gonna, everything about the relationship will lay solely on him because of these power dynamics that I play. So people get, I don't want to say brainwash, I want a better word, not brainwash, like they molding you to be a certain gay. You shouldn't be the gay that you shouldn't be the gay that I found you to be.
it's a grinder where somebody's like no fat, no fame, and whatever.
Where should we go
and
to?
then you're like, or it happens that you lie and then you meet this person, but your heart doesn't decide. Your heart decides what it wants, and the person ends up getting into a relationship with you. But then at the end of the day, it's like, nah, bro, you need to, like.
I don't even think it would get that far. It's even being in a relationship. They usually, they so stuck on what gay they want.
Oh yeah.
They want the masculine gay, the gay or the trade. Like you unnoticeable. Abomfethu, abo machita us only. If you fame, I'll block you. And it's like, honey, we are the reason why a lot of your benefits are you. Right, we are the reason why a lot of the benefits that you have exist.
I mean, like,
it's because of us who are visible and fighting, and you an activist. I remember you told me we are activists without even choosing to
be activists.
Already,
we are put in that
you
position.
are speaking for a community.
Yeah, but like, let's say when someone finds themselves in such a relationship with an older man, I wouldn't call him a man, because I mean, if you're like, why would you even date like, wow, someone who's old enough to be your son?
But like, this is a culture. You did say it. It's sort of, I don't even know if I should say it's an ideology. In ideologies, people who are at power can choose which sides of the spectrum or situation they want to adhere to at that point, if it benefits them or if it doesn't benefit them. So like the fathers, the daddy thing, I feel like that's where it comes back to. They know that you have that. Okay, they don't know, but maybe they do know that you have that void, and they try to.
They most probably they might have been in such a situation, and then with coping mechanisms, you're like, I need to suppress who I am now. Let's say I'm 20, I need to suppress who I am now. But then once I'm like 40 and I'm married, that's when I want to start going into the scene and exploring myself. So they might have an experience of like how it was when they were young, and they use that experience to their advantage.
And with experience comes like you experienced, so you've done things that I haven't done as an older man.
Yeah. Especially
like when like you in your young teens, and they prey on you when you have the least amount of agency in that situation. They can come at you with like sideways, and then now you're having incurable things. And
speaking about incurable things, babes, don't be lured into not choosing a condom.
No.
Don't be led into doing things that you don't want to do. As much as it's like, yeah, he does everything for me, he does what, no. Literally no. So it seems like we've been giving a narration of like black men. But like, what about white men? Because they are fetishes, guys, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Literally. I don't know. Remember I told you about the same situation?
Yeah. Wow.
So I was, okay, quick like summary.
Yeah.
I got to a place, party vibes. They were doing like hard drugs. And they were like these two older white men who are from Australia. And like when I say older, I mean like grey hair, mbandla, older. So there were a lot of like people of color. Like there were a majority of like black guys, there were some colored guys, there were like 2 Indian guys, but it was like a lot of people of color, and they don't have sex. We're supposed to have sex with each other, and they're just gonna watch and masturbate, and it's like the ultimate level of fetishization.
Oh yeah, actually, I watch porn. I don't wanna lie. So
who doesn't watch porn?
Most of the time, I find that they'll be like daddy, white daddy takes black daddy.
Yeah.
Or like even in the actual sex scene, it'll be like, yes, daddy, give it to me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
and even porn, when you bring porn into it, remember when you were like, porn should be used as an education, as an educative tool, but not a certain element of porn, not the fictionalized part of it, where all these stereotypes are put in and everything is just so violent and just so like fucker, fucking, you must scream, and it's just like, this is where people learn how to have sex, and then you're gonna come to me with all these
things that you made up in your mind,
or even like porn ideas.
Yeah.
These violent porn ideas, and wanna do that to me.
But like with the white situation that you were in, how did it make you? I would feel. I'd feel some type of way.
I was got drunk. It was 4 a.m. They luck in the witching hours. Lucking 4 a.m. on Sunday.
I've never imagined myself in such a situation with a white person. But I'm like,
The worst part was the drugs. There was like the worst part. They were doing, I think it was crystal meth. It was like in a globe bottle type of thing. And they try to get me to smoke this thing, and they know that I smoke weed, and they're like, it's the same like weed. You won't feel hungry, you won't feel tired, you won't, I don't know what else. And it's like, if it's not gonna make me hungry or tired, I don't want it. Where's this energy coming from? So I was like, that was very scary.
So that's like another variation of like how older men prey on young queer boys. Yeah. So you find these two dynamics where it's with a black guy, it might be like okay, rigid and shit like that. But then normally with white old men, I'm thinking that you can rock up however you rock up, it's okay. But then there are certain things which you won't understand, like before having sex we should take drugs, or you should just sit there and be fabulous. Or guys, I watched this other thing where they take drugs through the ass and shit like that.
Apparently when you take drugs through your ass, and you see it's so close, like the absorption happens at a faster rate or something.
Yeah.
So when you take drugs up your ass, it gets absorbed and goes straight to your bloodstream faster than other way, apparently. So I'm not saying I'm doing drugs.
Disclaimer. But then don't get lured into doing something that is for you unethical, that is not safe for you. Don't put yourself in a position where you'll compromise your safety. I mean, guys, it's not worth it. But then with us young queer men, I understand that there's a culture of being in the closet, society, not being out and stuff like that. And I feel like that also feeds into this culture. But hey, as long as you are safe, I am cool. And so fucky actually. With that said, thank you for watching my channel, and I'll see you next time from Ginx Monsoon and obvious no my aka Kumbanons. Keep safe.